Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm gonna be doing a little story time for you. Not much happened, but it is still pretty relevant and I do want to share it because I do want to bring some awareness to this topic for my women out there. So yeah, I do want to still go ahead and share what happened to me. If you're new here on my channel, welcome. My name is Celine. I post beauty, fashion, and lifestyle content. So if you're interested, definitely consider subscribing down below and also giving the video a thumbs up if you do enjoy it. Today, I am gonna be doing a little story time slash mukbang. I did go ahead and pick me up some Chick-fil-A, and of course I had to get my large sweet tea. What are you doing if you're not ordering sweet tea? That's the only thing that I ever order whenever I go to Chick-fil-A is a sweet tea, nothing else. Stay true to my sweet tea. Delicious. So I got some fries and some nuggets. I haven't eaten all day and it's currently 3:30. I had to go get some blood drawn and everything, so I didn't eat just in case I needed to be fasting. So yeah, a girl is definitely hungry, so I went ahead and got a 12-piece nugget. Of course, the one and only sauce, Polynesian. This is where it's at. I love Polynesian. That's the only sauce that I ever used. I tried the Chick-fil-A sauce and I just was not a fan of it. Also, barbecue is not too bad, but it's a little tangy, and yeah, I just stay true to my Polynesian. Oh, got the nuggets. I already ate a few on the way here because I was starving. I was starting to get a headache, so I had to eat some. Tell me if you're the type of person that eats your nuggets first or eats your fries first. Usually I like to eat my fries first because I cannot eat them when they're cold. And of course, I had to dip it in Polynesian. I don't think I've ever ate my fries with ketchup. So this took place around my birthday, which was December 28th. I want to say that this incident occurred either on the 26th or 27th. I'm not too sure, but I knew that it was right before my birthday because I was looking for a outfit for my birthday. I was actually filming that day and I didn't end up putting that video up because I didn't like how it came out. But I still went ahead and filmed that day just in case, to have some footage and see how it turns out. Sometimes it's a hit or miss when it comes to filming. So I went ahead and went by myself because I kind of want to be independent and I just need a break sometimes for my kids, you know, because I'm with them 24/7. I am a stay-at-home mom. I like to have some time to myself, and especially when I'm filming, it's just harder to film whenever I have my kids. I decided just to go by myself, and my husband kept the kids at home with him. It was probably around like 3 p.m. whenever I went out, 2 or 3 p.m. whenever I went out there. You know, it starts to get dark around 5 p.m. So I went to Burlington first because they had just made a new Burlington in that area. So I wanted to go check it out because you can find some really cute stuff there. I was like, let me go ahead and go there first before I go to any other stores because it is a new location, so they probably have like a lot of new merchandise and like, you know, a lot to select from. I think where I messed up was that it was legit 2 days after Christmas, so I felt bad for the employees because those people tore that shit up. It was like a hot mess in that location. There was like stuff all over, like nothing was in its right spot. Stuff was all over the floor. It was just like a tornado went off in there. But yeah, so I get there, pull up, I start filming. I'm always aware of my surroundings whenever I'm going anywhere. Honestly, I'm super paranoid with my anxiety, so I'm like always scoping out the area, seeing like if there's anybody suspicious or anything like that. There was nobody near me. I kind of had to park a little bit far away from the front door because it was super packed. I guess people were trying to get stuff for New Year's because that's the thing, my birthday is December 28th, so it falls between Christmas and New Year's, so it's like always super hectic and I never really get to do anything for my birthday. Was like, you know what, this year I'm turning 27. I'm about to do my own DIY photo shoot, so I wanted to find some cute outfits to take photos in, so that's why I was going out there anyways, was just to find some outfits for some photos. I feel like this could happen anywhere, but this town in particular is like known for a lot of crime. It has like a pretty high crime rate. I just didn't want to be out there when it was gonna get dark by myself because, you know, I am a pretty small woman, so it's pretty easy to overpower me. But anyways, I'm kind of getting off topic, but yeah, so I headed into Burlington and I started looking around. I went to the shoes and purse department first to see what they had. I didn't have any luck in finding anything in that area. Decided to head to the dresses. There was legit only one rack to select from. I was trying to think about what else could I look into to make a cute outfit. So I started looking at the skirts and some leather pants and all that, and I did end up finding like 3 or 4 dresses and a few shirts and some skirts as well. I had been in there for probably like an hour trying to find different stuff because, like I said, everything was freaking scattered. Nothing was in its place. So I had to like kind of like really dig for stuff. And I head to the back and I see like there's this rack in front of the dressing room, and there's a woman and she's like, oh, I'm sorry, but we're not our dressing rooms are closed. And I swear, like, anytime that I go out to a store to try on clothes, it's always fucking closed. I don't know why, but it's never open. I don't know how the hell they expect people to buy clothes if you're not able to try them on. I was like, oh my god, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I head back out to my truck. I was trying to brainstorm like where could I go next where I could find a good amount of clothes for decent prices. Marshall's is right next to Burlington, but I never really have any luck finding dresses at Marshall's, and it's a little bit pricey compared to TJ Maxx and Ross, I feel like. And I knew for sure that I was not gonna find what I was looking for, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna call the Ross that is near here and see if their fitting rooms are open before I go over there and spend another hour over there and not be able to try anything on. And I head over there, but like before I headed over there, I kind of like fucking spoke this into existence because I was just saying this and then it happened. But I remember, I'll see if I can find the clip because I was recording whenever this happened. But I was saying to the camera, yeah, I really don't want to be out here late because you know, it's a bad area and stuff happens. I said something along the lines of that to the camera, and yeah, the sun is gonna go down pretty soon, so I don't want to be out in the dark by myself because it's not the best part of town. So now we're gonna get a little bit further into the story where something actually did happen. Thankfully nothing bad, of course, thanks to God and to my instincts. So I get to Ross. It was like about 10 minutes from where I was at. It wasn't too far, and I had been to this Ross before, and I had been in this area before. Like I said, I go there not too often, but I mean, I've been going there basically all my life. Pull up to Ross and I set my camera up so I can film. The way that I pull into the parking lot, I am facing forward in the cars, so like the cars are faced that way and I'm faced forward. So I see that the guy that was parked next to me, he had just got out of his car and he went up to Ross to go inside the store, and then like 5 minutes later he comes back out and he leaves. And I didn't notice that there was a car right next to him at the very end. At that end, there was like a little median with a tree. So there was only 2 other parking spots on this side of me, on my left side. Yeah, that red car left, and you can kind of see in the video whenever he leaves. And I didn't notice that there was another car on that side, but I didn't see anybody in it. I really didn't pay attention because I was recording. I didn't notice at first that somebody was in there. Before I was gonna get out, I was looking around and I saw that there was a man sitting in there, which didn't throw me off too much because I don't know how long he had been sitting in there. So maybe he had just gotten there, so I couldn't assume like the worst. I just, you know, said what I had to say on camera and I got out. I didn't really film walking up there that I remember. When I was almost to the door, I noticed that he had gotten out behind me. He was walking behind me. He was not super close, but he was still there in the distance. So I thought it was a little sus. So I was like, okay, well maybe he's just coming in the store too. And he had on glasses and he had on a blue face mask. Nowadays, you know, people of course are still wearing face masks, which has been a bad thing because a lot of people have taken advantage of that and used that to commit crimes, which is fucked up. And it's scary to see that he's coming in the store too. So I grab my basket and I go to the shoes, because you know, usually when you walk into Ross or anywhere like that, the shoes are like right there when you walk in. So I went to the shoes and I stayed there for about like 30 minutes or so because there was a decent amount of my size shoes, so I wanted to look around and try some on. Also, there was some other people in that area as well, so I kind of had to wait around for them to move out the way so I can look to see the shoes that were in front of them. Didn't end up purchasing any. I think I had like 1 or 2 in my basket, but I decided just not to get them. So I'd been there for 30 minutes and I decided to head to the dress section, and thankfully this Ross was pretty stocked with dresses. I was there for a good while browsing through the dresses, trying to see what I think would fit me or not, and I had got a good amount of dresses in my basket and I was still looking around. And I don't know why, but I decided to look up and I seen the same guy, the one from the car. He had his hands in his pockets, he had a jacket on, and I see him like walking like this, and like he's looking for someone, and he had no basket, nothing at all, which was really weird and suspicious because I had already been in here for like damn near an hour, and this guy has nothing and he's walking around like he's looking for somebody. Kind of like make sure that I did not give him any eye contact at all because I didn't want him to come up to me. I don't know, I just kind of kept an eye on him and he ended up walking away. I don't know where he went. So I headed to the dressing room. Spent like another 30 minutes or so in there trying on dresses because I had so many, and also I was trying to film me. After I tried each one on, I was trying to film that as well, so it took a little bit longer in there. Whenever I came out, I think I gave the woman some dresses that I wasn't gonna pick, and then I also asked her to hold the dresses that I was getting because I wanted to use the restroom. I'd been there for a while and on the road for a while, so I needed to go potty. So I asked her to go to the restroom and I went to the restroom. So I spent probably another like what 5-10 minutes in there because there was other people in there, only 2 stalls. And I'm telling you, I was at this Ross for a good close to 3 hours. I was in there probably. This is where I feel like this wasn't just a coincidence. I feel like this man was definitely up to something because there was no way that he would spend this much time in the store like me and not buy anything at all. I had went to the restroom, got the dresses that I was gonna get from the lady, and I went back to look at some more dresses to see if there was anything that I'd missed that maybe I didn't see prior. So I spent some time there looking through them again. I go to checkout, and of course, if you've ever been to Ross, you know the lines are super long. I had my stuff and I was waiting in line. I had been waiting in line for like 10 to 15 minutes, and I was just texting my husband, and there was just a lot of people. I think there was only 2 cashiers, so it was going super slow because there was a lot of people. So I'm standing in line for 10 to 15 minutes, and I'm texting my husband, and I look up and I look out the window of the Ross, and I see this guy, the same dude that I had already seen twice. He is like peering in the store, so he's like looking in the window, and I see him and he sees me see him, and then he like pops back and he hides behind like the side of the store, so you can't see him because it's like columns, you know. So he was hiding behind the columns. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Like, this is so fucking weird. I don't know what's going on. My gut was telling me like, dude, this is not a good situation, because his mannerisms and just the way he was acting was not normal. It was very suspicious. So I was like, no. So I texted my husband. I'm like, hey, there's this guy. And whenever I was walking, you know, I was giving him the rundown a little bit of what had been going on since I had been in the store. And it sucks because like he wasn't there with me, so like there's nothing that he could really do for me because he's so far away. And I was by myself. He was creeping me out, honestly, really creeping me out. I decide to turn on my truck. I go ahead and beat my truck to turn it on to have it running for when I go out. And I noticed that the car next to mine, which was his, and he had now moved it next to mine, right next to mine, the lights were on. So I'm assuming he's now in his car now that I beat my car to turn it on. So what the oh my god, it was scary. Like, even thinking about it now is scary because like something definitely could have happened, but thankfully I took the right steps in order to make sure that I was okay in that situation. I noticed that his car was on. It's my turn to check out now. The cashier is a guy, so I was like, hey. He's like, how are you doing? I was like, I'm doing okay. I was like, hey, so this is what's going on. And I was like, I don't really know. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but like this is going on and it's kind of creeping me out. I'm not for sure. He's like, let me call my manager. So he calls the manager over. She was kind of standing on the side, and I told her, hey, you know, this guy, he's following me around and I see him waiting outside. Can somebody walk me to my car? She's like, you want me to call the cops? I was like, no, you don't have to call the cops. No, I don't care. She's like, I'll call the cops. No, I don't know for sure if he's following me or not. I don't know who he is. She was talking, I think, to like the security guard from Ross. I see somebody walking up while I was talking to her. I was like, hey, I was like, is that a woman? I can't see because, you know, he was kind of far because I had parked my truck far. So it's like, is that a woman? That might be him right there walking back up to the store. And I can't really see because it's getting dark outside now. It's like, I think that's him right there. I think he's coming back into the store. Sure enough, it was him. He was walking back into the store. And this time he was walking in with a group of people, a group of women. I know for sure he was not with them because I'd seen him in his car and he was by himself. So this time he was walking in with them and he was like moving his mouth and he did not look at me at all, but he was moving his mouth like if he was conversating with them, but they weren't even with him at all. It was super weird seeing that, and like him not looking at me kind of like gave it away, like that he was up to something. But like I think he knew that I had caught on to him, since I had all those people around me that had told about him. I was like, I'll just go to my car right now, I'll watch you. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to my car while he's walking in here and he's in the store, because I want him to come back out and follow me. So she's like, okay, go ahead, go to your car, I'm gonna watch you. So I get to my car, and you know, everything is good. I take off right away, so just in case he doesn't come back out, because his car is right next to me like I mentioned. So I didn't want him to come out there and like try to get in my car or something. Hopefully they kicked him out or they confronted him, because I hope he didn't do that to anybody else, because that was freaking creepy and scary, and you just never know what people's intentions are. And they have a lot of crazy people in this world that try to take advantage of women, especially if you're alone. Definitely be careful. That's the story. That's what happened. Someone was stalking me inside of Ross, and I was scared. I'm not gonna lie, I was scared, because I was by myself and I didn't know what to do. Who knows what he had in his pockets, or what he's capable of, if he is someone who kidnaps people. You just never know what people's real intentions are. But yeah, I just wanted to share this story for anybody out there. Just be aware of your surroundings. If you feel that something is off, definitely trust your gut. Don't be afraid to ask for help. This has not been the only time that I've had this happen to me. This actually happened the year prior in December of 2021. It happened at Walmart, same situation. A guy with a face mask. He was in all camo and he had a camo face mask. He was following me around in Walmart, and he had no basket. He had nothing. And like I had gone to a few aisles in Walmart, and every time that I had gone to another aisle, like a minute or so later, he would be on the same aisle. I'd go to a whole different section of the store, and he would be in that same section. And this was like right before Christmas, so I was like, oh hell no, I'm not about to let something happen to me right before Christmas, because you know, I have my kids to live for, and they're still babies. You know, I'm not gonna just be nonchalant and not think anything of it. So when that happened, I definitely asked for someone to walk me out from one of the Walmart employees, and thankfully 2 men walked me out to my car, because it was like 9 o'clock at night. Definitely be aware of your surroundings. It can happen to anyone. Don't think that you're invincible or anything like that. That is my story. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you've had anything similar happen to you, let me know down below, and make sure to follow me on TikTok and Instagram. I'll leave them listed down below in the description box. I kind of post a little bit more on there, so if you want to keep up with me, definitely go follow me there. That is going to be it for this video, and until next time, bye.